Hello and welcome back, my Trails in the Sky fans. Alrighty, so just before we get ahead and underway with our next episode in the series beginning at Chapter 1, I'd just like to let you guys know that you're going to see a lot more episodes of this series going onwards. I'm planning on focusing my efforts into just playing one game at a time on the channel, rather than splitting my time between 3 games, because the episodes take a while to get out. You have to wait a week in between them, and it's a little frustrating for myself to split my efforts between 3 separate games. So I'm going to be focusing just on one game at a time, and that's going to be Trails in the Sky right now, because that's the game I'm having the most fun playing. So I hope you enjoy the content going forward. But if anyone is desperate to see Tales of Symphonia or the Pokemon episodes, just let me know in the comments, and I'll see what additional time I have available to try and at least get one episode of that out a week for you. But anyway, let's go ahead and get underway with the next chapter. Estelle, are you in there? Joshua? Dinner's ready. Just to let you know, we'll be having roasted basil chicken and onion soup gratin. That sounds so good. I'll come down later, so why don't you two go on ahead and eat? Alright. Well, make sure to come down before your food gets cold. The Wheel of Fortune card again. Something really is going on. I just can't see what it is. Where's Estelle? She said to go ahead and eat without her. She didn't seem to have an appetite. I see. She took the news a lot better than I thought she would. It's not surprising she doesn't want to come out of her room, seeing as how close she is with her father. I agree. So what do you think about all of this, Shara? Is it an accident or an incident? To be honest, I couldn't say either way. Your dad is a top-class bracer. When it comes to crisis management, he's the best there is. Whichever it is, if your father happens to be there, it'll be resolved. But the fact is, an airliner along with your father has gone missing. In other words, what you're trying to say is that things that shouldn't have happened, right? Don't lose heart on me now. You need to be a stout wall of support and bear Estelle up. I'll get to work tomorrow and see what I can find out. Man, it sure smells good down here. I can't stand it any longer. What? Estelle, are you okay? I'm so hungry, I thought I was gonna pass out. Oh, this looks so good. Bon appetit! Aren't you two having any? This is great. The basil flavour really comes out when you roast it. You sure know how to cook, Joshua. Well, thanks. Come on, Shara, don't you just sit there too? Do you want to drink some of my dad's brandy from his secret stash? I'm pretty sure there's a bottle of Steinrose that's about 20 years old in there. Did you say Steinrose? And 20 years old too? Shara, what do you think you're doing? Oh, sorry, Estelle, I'm gonna have to pass this time. By the way, what were you doing up in your room? You didn't come down even after Joshua called you for supper. Huh? Oh right, I was just looking for some extra underwear. I was having a bit of trouble finding one of my favourites because it was stuffed in the back of one of the drawers. Underwear? Oh, and a set of gear for travelling. I mean, who knows how long we'll be gone, so I figure as long as we're prepared, we'll have nothing to worry about. Huh? So what you're saying is, you intend to head to Bose to find your father? Well, duh, that's a no-brainer. And while I can't imagine anything bad happened to him despite his horrible look, waiting around just doesn't suit me, so I'm gonna go check things out for myself. You really are something else. Whether it's your positive attitude or thick skin, I can't say, but... What? You're so rude, Joshua. But you are coming along too, right? Of course. However, it looks like all airliner flights have been cancelled until the army finishes their search. It seems like the only way to Bose is on foot. Walk to Bose, huh? Wonder how long that's gonna take. For a bracer on foot, if they hurry, they can make it there in about half a day. But if that's the route you're taking, that makes things easy. I think I'll tag along as well. Really? You'll come with us? But aren't you busy with a bunch of other jobs? Hey, I trained under your father, right? Did you honestly think I'd just sit here when something could have happened to the person I owe so much to? I'm going to talk to Aina and have her pass my jobs at the guilds to another member. Shara. We really appreciate this, Shara. You really shouldn't be thanking me. I just can't leave a job as big as this up to a bunch of newbies. I hate to say it, but you're probably right. Oh well, since Shara's along for the ride now, I do feel a bit more confident. We appreciate you coming with us. Myself as well. Anyway, let's make sure to drop by the guild tomorrow morning before we leave. I'll need to explain the situation to Aina. Chapter 1. Disappearance of the Lind. I understand the situation now. To be frank though, with Sherazard taking off after Cassius, I'm going to be really short-handed. But since this involves him directly, please don't worry about anything. I really appreciate this, Aina. Make good use of Ridge while we're gone. He should be able to deal with at least 3 times his normal workload. Don't you think that's a bit harsh? Don't worry, if things get too hectic, I'll ask for help from the Grancel branch. By the way, Sherazard, can I get a minute? I'd like to talk with you about the job you are going to do. Sure, no problem. Estelle, Joshua, could I have you two wait upstairs? I'll be done in a minute. Understood. Shara? If we're going to be waiting, would you mind if we did it out in front of the clock tower? I'd like to say hi to someone. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, then let's meet up in front of the clock tower. As soon as I'm done here, I'll head over there myself. Got it. Come on, Joshua. Sure. Septune Calendar 1075, erected in partnership with the Labelle royal family, Septune Church and Rolent City. Septune Calendar 1192, destroyed during the 100 Days War when Rolent was bombarded by the Arobian Imperial Army. Septune Calendar 1197, rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Rolent. Every time I see this clock tower, I always think, they sure did a superb job restoring it after the war. You can sure feel the spirit of Rolent's people from this. Estelle? Joshua? What do you think about going up with me and waiting until Shara shows up? You mean the clock tower? Sure, I don't mind. Okay, come on. The morning air is so refreshing. Hey look, Joshua, we can see the house from here. You're right, I can see the roof. But do you want to tell me what's going on, since you've always avoided coming up here? I was under the impression that you didn't like this place. I like this place, but I just can't casually come up here. Because this is the place where my mum died. What? "10 years ago, during the war, when the Imperial Army surrounded Rolent, they bombarded the symbol of the city, the clock tower, to try and get the citizens to surrender. This was at the time Dad was fighting in the Royal Army. I wanted to see who he was fighting against, so I climbed up the clock tower, and when the bombardment started, I couldn't get away. When I came to, I hardly had a scratch on me. My mother had saved me. I was wrapped tightly in her arms, shielded from the rubble. And as I cried, she sang my favourite lullaby. But when they finally dug us free, after the war ended and this place had been rebuilt, I avoided coming here for the most part. It's not because I have painful memories of this place, though. It's just that, when I come here, a part of me wants so much to draw on her strength. Plus, I felt that I can't be strong like her if I'm always trying to rely on her. Estelle. But today is okay, right? Relying on her just this once. Asking her to bring Dad home safely. Asking her to protect him. Of course it is. And don't worry, Dad's safe for sure. Your mother's protecting him, so there's no doubt in my mind that he's safe. And if he happens to be in a bit of trouble, then you can come to his rescue. Just like your mother did for you, you can do the same for your dad. And don't forget, I'm here to help you too. Joshua, I know I can't completely understand everything you've been through, but I can stay here by your side as I am now. And if you need a shoulder to cry on, you've always got mine. So... Pfft. Huh? Joshua, you're trying too hard. You shouldn't say things like that so lightly. What do you mean? If I were any other girl, I would totally have misinterpreted your intentions just now. You are seriously the type who's going to have problems with romantic relationships in the future. I'm already starting to get worried. Well, excuse me for trying to be nice. Why do you have to be like that when someone is genuinely worried about you? Thanks for cheering me up, Joshua. I feel a lot better now. I guess as long as I get some kind of thanks, it was worth looking like a complete fool. But you are unbelievable. Don't be so mad. I'm really thankful, believe it or not. So how about we get down from here, huh? I'm sure Shera's waiting for us. You're probably right. Mum, I finally realised why I wanted to become a bracer. It's so I could become strong and protect others just like you. So please, watch and see. I won't fail to bring Dad home safe again. Aw, the two of you had such a cute scene going on up there. Why, my cheeks even feel a bit hot just thinking about it. What's that supposed to mean? You were spying on us? Give me some credit, will you? I just happened to see you when I looked up to check the time. I sure wish I had an orbal camera to get a shot of that view. Come on. What are you trying to say, Shera? That's called family bonding, plain and simple. It's kind of like your habit of hugging everyone after your third bottle of wine. Let's not get into that. What's with the sigh? You really don't know how to take a joke, do you? Well, whatever. Did you say hi to Lena while you were up there? Yeah. I even asked for her to watch over Dad. I see. Then I guess it looks like you're all set. You know, Lena's protection is equal to that of the goddess herself. Your dad's safety is pretty much guaranteed. I think you may be giving her a little too much credit. Now that you mention it, you met Estelle's mother before, right, Shera? Yeah, when I was a child. I was still in a troupe at the time. A troupe? Yeah, a troupe in a travelling circus. Shera was a dancer. Although it was a long time ago, we first met when she came to Rolent with the circus. 12 years ago to be exact. I was 11 and Estelle was 4. And because of that chance encounter, when I became a bracer, I trained under your father. I didn't know that. Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime when I get a chance. Are you about ready to head out for Bose? With airliner flights cancelled, we'll just have to make our way to Bose the old-fashioned way, by foot. First, we'll need to make our way to the Vert Bridge checkpoint, which sits on the border of the Bose region. The Vert Bridge is located at the west end of the Milchmain Road. Looks like we're all set, so let's go. Alrighty, let me just do some rearranging. Obviously everyone's got to have new dialogue, so let's go ahead and see what everyone has to say before we leave. Lately my father-in-law has been giving me job advice. Coming from an industry veteran, there's a lot I can learn. It seems I've been pretty conceited over my work in the past. I feel pretty embarrassed about it now. Last job. Looking for someone to deliver a personal letter to a colleague of mine on Bose. Oh, you haven't left yet? In order to reach Bose, you'll need to head west on the Milch Main Road. I'll contact the Bracer Guild branch and let them know you're coming. Make sure to be extra careful while you're away. Shara, I heard that you're taking these two and heading to Bose. Yep, that's right. Without Cassius around, will I be able to handle the jobs? What are you babbling about? You're supposed to be a man, right? The work may get a bit tougher to deal with while we're gone, but I'm counting on you. Don't let me down. I'll do my best. Okay, nobody out here. Oh hey, Joshua and Estelle, what's with the baggage? Actually, Estelle and Joshua filled Elga in on the details. Cassius has what? And that's why you're headed to Bose? Of all people, I can't imagine that anything has happened to him. Yes, I'm under the same impression. Which is why we're off to Bose to check on things. Just sitting around would hardly make us feel better. Understandable, that's just like you kids too. Well, with Sherazade tagging along, I guess there's nothing to be worried about. Good luck and be careful out there. We will. What other items does he have? How's my cash flow? Okay. Pretty much just need to stock up on some of these items, make sure I have 4 of each. I think everything else should be pretty much fine. It's just the accessories are the important ones. Hello there. Well, tell me everything. How's work? Going well? I don't know if I have the heart to tell her what's going on this time. Same here. She'd probably cry herself to sleep if we did. Let's go grab that letter. Well, good morning everyone. Are you going on a journey somewhere? Yeah, just over to Bose. Is that so? Then in that case, could I ask a favour of you? I'd wanted to send Father Holstein a letter, but the airlines are grounded. So how about it? Can I get you to deliver this letter while you're there in Bose? Sure, we'll do it. It shouldn't be a problem since the letter's not that big to begin with. I really appreciate this. Alright then, here you are. So all we need to do is give this letter to Father Holstein in Bose, right? Yes, the chapel is on the east side of Bose City, so it should be fairly easy to locate. Travelling around other regions and broadening your knowledge is food for the mind. I pray that the goddess will guide you on your journey. Please make sure this letter is delivered to the right hands. The chapel is on the east side of Bose City, so it should be fairly easy to locate. I taught the children about the Bracer Guild in our last lesson. Luke was especially attentive. I guess for young boys, bracers are like heroes. Let's go say goodbye to the mayor and his family. We suffered some damage, but I'm glad nobody was hurt. If anything had happened to my husband or Lita, it makes me shudder to think of it. Oh, Estelle and Joshua, you've really been a great service this time. I wish we could have done more. I'm really sorry that we let the criminals get away. Never mind that, the fact that you're all safe and the crystal has been recovered is good enough. The general theory seems to be that the Sky Bandits who have been terrorizing the Bose region are the culprits. Yeah, that seems to be what we've gathered as well. I'm just so mad that they got away in their airship like that. Haha, you really can't lay a hand on them if they're up in the sky though. On the subject of Bose, however, I hear tell that an airliner went missing there recently. I'm not sure of the exact details, but I've been looking into it as best as I can. I don't think we should let these sky bandits go unchecked, so I think I'll make a call to the Mayor of Bose. I finally got the study all cleaned up. Makes me so angry. I spend so much time keeping this place clean every day. Oh, are you off somewhere? It appears that all airliner flights have been cancelled, so... Yep, that's why we're headed to Bose on foot. There are some things we want to investigate there. Ah, so this is something to do with work, does it? Forgive me for not being aware of the situation. Have a safe trip. Anyone up here? Nope. Oh, it's Estelle. You going somewhere? Something like that. I'll be away from Rolent for a while. Don't cry yourself to sleep while I'm gone. Shut up. Who's gonna cry themselves to sleep over you? But, do you know when you'll be coming back? I have no idea. Oh. Ugh, do I really want to speak to this person? Today is another great day for a catnap. It looks like we'll be able to relax this afternoon. I'm glad that's all she had to say. The girl was weird. Yes! I invited her to the Queen's birthday celebration and she said yes. I'm going to have to get a part-time job and save up some cash. I waffled back and forth for a bit, but in the end I decided to go with him to the Queen's birthday celebration as a couple. My mother is already going with her friends. I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to go with him. Estelle, Joshua, are you really headed to Bose? Ahaha, I should have guessed you'd know. You're always one of the first to hear everything. There's a little something we need to check on, so that's why we're headed to Bose. Not only is Cassius gone, but now you two are leaving. Oh, I want to tag along. Joshua, take me with you. I don't think that would be a good idea. But I'm concerned about other incidents happening. I get so worried. That reminds me, I saw the boss here in town. I better be careful so he doesn't catch me ditching work. You are always in here eating. Yesterday I saw something flying away from the south. It was too big to be a bird, so it makes me wonder what it was. These old eyes could have been playing tricks on me though. Has it got anything new? Yep, so the milk crap is new. So this heals just as much as a tear balm, but when you actually make it yourself, it is a lot cheaper. So make sure you eat those milk crepes and make them yourself if you have the money for them, because they are definitely cheaper. Where's the talk? Here we go. That reminds me, I heard the mayor's place got robbed. Breaking into the mayor's home of all places, now that's what I call bold. I'm just glad that nobody was hurt. If it isn't Estelle and Joshua, what's with all the baggage? Actually, Estelle explained that they were heading to Bose. Oh, I see. I'd be worried too if I were in your shoes. You should probably get going then. Waiting around certainly isn't your style. You're right, I'll be going then. I've made up my mind. I'm going to believe in the man my daughter chose to marry. I'm sure he'll work hard to be independent and make my daughter happy. Maybe I'll just see what I can do to help him out. It appears that the new menu is being well received. The menu that Eliza thought up is especially popular. Might as well hire a new waitress and get Eliza to help me in the kitchen full time. The new menu is so popular that we're always running out of ingredients. This is terribly ineffective, so I think we'll need to re-examine how we stock our goods. Alrighty, anyone that we've missed so far? Oh. Apologies for that. Recently, even my husband has been talking with Pat about a lot of things. We've finally become a close family. I didn't realise it until now, but my dad knows a lot of stuff. Adults are amazing. I read in the LaBelle news that Bose has been hit by a recent string of burglaries. Speaking of Bose, it's the economic centre of LaBelle. There sure are a lot of people with criminal minds these days. My son Ashton hardly ever comes home from his job at the checkpoint, and my grandson Luke is always off playing somewhere every day. It all makes me feel a tad bit lonely. Recently my husband and father have started opening up to each other. I'm so glad. There's nothing better than having a warm and loving family. My daddy's here. He just came home and he even said he would play with me later. Yay! My husband finally came home from the mine. I wonder how many days it's been since he was here before now. My daughter is ecstatic, and I've prepared a wonderful meal to celebrate. It's been a while since we've eaten together as a family. Well, if it isn't the two braces from the other day. Wait, you're the mine chief from the Malgo. I want you to know that you really helped me out the other day. The monster scare has finally settled down too, so I was finally able to make it home for the first time in a while. Oh, that's good to hear. Papa, I'm only 7 years old. Well, I guess Uni won't be able to live under my roof forever. Maybe I should start looking for a husband for my daughter right now, like Renon's mother is looking for him. Oh, I don't know, but... yeah, a bit early to be looking for a husband for your 7-year-old daughter. That septium from the mayor finally arrived. Now this is one fine crystal, I tell you. And I hear it's even going to be a present to Her Majesty the Queen. It's been a while since I've been this excited to do a job, that's for sure. The piece of septium that my dad was asked to engrave for the mayor finally arrived. This is the first time I've ever seen such a splendid piece of Esmelis. My dad's doing the etchings on it right now. Right, so this is a good time to unlock Sherazad's next slot. It's not necessary to unlock that one because we're going to lose her for a while anyway. And to unlock another one of the HP and stick that in her additional slot. It gives her the ability to do some healing, which is very useful. We're almost done speaking to everyone now. Well, that's an awful lot of baggage you have. Off on vacation, are you? Where are you headed? Well, it's no pleasure trip, but we're headed to Bose for a bit. Bose, did you say? But the airliners have been grounded. Don't tell me you're planning to foot it the whole way. That's right, we are. We've been told that the trip is doable. That's true, it's not so far, but it's not that close either. Must be tough being a bracer. Are all your preparations in order? Do take care of yourselves. Let's see, here we go. He has the next issue of LaBelle News. Before we go, we will be doing the mirror trick. It's best to probably leave with about 30,000 mirror, just because you can still get the ingredients in Bose, but it's split between two shops, so it's a little bit more irritating to kind of grab all of the ingredients that you need. Are you going on a trip with all that luggage? Let me know if you find anyone there who might make a good bride for my son. I'll fly out there to meet them in person. That looks like just about everyone to speak to here. Let's go ahead to the airliner and speak to everybody over there. The Royal Army is out searching for the missing airliner, but according to company information, it looks like it still hasn't been found. Of all the things that could have happened, now I won't be able to check out the hot girls coming and going on the airliners for a while. Come on, Royal Army, this is what I'm paying my taxes for. One of the LaBelle Orbital Ship Corporation's airliners completely vanishing is unprecedented. I hope both the airliner and its passengers are safe. Oh, almost got myself stuck there. It looks like the airliner that left Bose has gone missing. I'm getting worried. We haven't received any contact from the airliner. And that should be everybody. Alrighty, next place to go will be Milch Main Road. Alrighty then, so if that's everyone spoken to, I think this would be a good place to end this episode for today before we head out. I'm going to go ahead and do some things in the background, just doing the mirror trick to get a bit more cash. Yeah, just so that we don't have to do it in the next city as much. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.